Yes. So am I audible, right, for everyone? Avinash, am I audible for you? Please unmute and answer it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thanks for confirming. Okay. Yeah. So generally, what's happening? So generally, an operator is a symbol specifying any action that is performed one or more of expressions. So when you do in the SQL query level, so when you want to you want to compare the data, like you want to check the data between or not between in operator like. So these are the operators in SQL Server. So we have different kind of operators are there. The first one is arithmetic operators. So the arithmetic operators we can use plus, minus, mod, division, percentile. So comparison operator like greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and equal to, not equal to, like that. So range operators like we have two operators between. So we want to compare the range operator, like I want to filter out the data where the salary greater than 5,000 and less than sorry, where salary is between 5,000 to 5,000 and 10,000. We want to only filter out those employees. For that, we can use range operator. List operator, we want to provide the list of values. So, for example, I want to check all the departments. So, departments are like select star from employee, where employee ID in CSC department, DC department, like that. We want to provide any multiple values. So, we can in operator. So, not in means reverse. So string operators, like we want to compare the data like, so similar kind of data. For that we can use like operator. So unknown values we want to filter out. So is null and not null we can use. So logical operators and let's go for the detail level. So arithmetic operations. So yeah. So take one use data table. So global letter take ID. So this is the server having multiple databases. These are the databases. So in the databases, nothing but what is database? Simple definition is a collection of objects. So table is a one object. Let's see employee info in this table. So select star from. You want to retrieve this table. I want to see the data per employee info table. So what is the database name? Global EduTech IT. So global EduTech IT dot db. So because why we are written here? So we are in as of now demo 9 AM database. So let's execute. So first of all, we'll connect SQL Server. Okay. So now this data is retrieved. Okay. Okay. All right. So now this is a query. So I want to add for the salary everyone 1,000 rupees. Okay. This is the my requirement. The employee ID 100. So what is the salary? 24,000, right? 24,000. We want to add a 1,000 salary additionally. So how we can write it for that? So select employee all. So salary. Star means all the column, all the column. You want to add a new column for apart from these columns. So salary. So salary column plus. So we want to do aggregation, right? Plus addition operation. So addition operation is going on here. So let's see here. So first operation is addition operation. So we are going to discuss about plus addition operation. Okay. So salary plus 1,000. So alias name I'm going to give as alias name as new salary. Single quote. So if you want to give space in between two words, so you have to give space. Okay. So execute it. So now see there is a new column called salary and new salary column. So this existing salary 24,000. So we have calculated this is the this we can calculate new salary is the calculated column. So we have what is the logic we have used salary plus we are going to adding 1,000. So this is the how we can use operator in between some expressions. So simply we can do that minus operator. Okay, it will subtract the data from salary. So it will subtract 1,000 rupees salary. So actual salary 24,000. So minus subtract, yeah. So similarly like that. So subtraction for division everyone knows, right? For the division salary I want divided by some value. Let's say this value. So it will divide it into some value like 24. So similarly, for multiplication, you want to calculate percentage, right? So for that, we can use star into 10 percentage like that. For modulo, these are the common everyone knows arithmetic operator. Coming to the move for the next one is comparison operator. These operators mainly you want to compare the data. So for example, so I want to give the very first statement. So this statement generally we can use most of time in the where clause condition. So select star from where the equal operator, the very first one is equal operator. So where salary equal to 24,000. So that means whatever the employees salary equal to 24,000, it will filter out those employees. Let execute it. So out of 109 records, it is the salary is only for the employee ID equal to 100. So that's the reason it is filtered out. So here where is a filter condition and salary is a column and equal is a operator. Now this is the value. We are comparing value. So now we want to print out greater than or equal to 24,000. Let's see how many records are there. So we have greater than or equal to. So if you give equal to, so that's why 24,000. If you remove this 24, only one record it will come 35,000. Okay. So now this is the purpose of greater than or equal to. You want to check less than or equal to. So less than or equal to will give some less value 10,000. I want to list out the employees where the salary less than 1,000. Yeah, sorry, 10,000. So these are the employees. Salary is less than 1,000. So some interview point of view, can you write a query where I have employee table. Can you write a query? I want to list out the employees where the salary equal to salary less than 10,000. So in that case, you have to write this query. So equal to greater than less than, this is common. So equal operator, not equal operator. So how we can write it? Not equal to operator is simple. This is the not equal to operator. So for example, as you know, 42,000. So except this record, it will except this one, it will record all the records. It will be display. See, 42,000 is not there in this salary list. Okay, not equal to means reverse. So that is the mainly we can use for comparison operators. Let's coming to the range operators. So range operators, the range operator is to retrieve data that can be extracted in ranges generally. So I want to give the range. So I want to filter out the data list. I want to list out the employees, the salary between 5,000 and 10,000. Earlier, so this also we can achieve through comparison operator also. So how can, okay, first of all, we will go through the between operator, 10,000. So I have missed that one. So this is the employees where the salary is greater than, salary is between 5,000 and 10,000. So can you please help me? I want to write a query with the same result set. So 43 rows are required. So can you write a query to comparison operators? Anyone please answer it for this question. So just now I have discussed, right? Yeah, just now I have discussed about the comparison operator. So between, so 5,000 and 10,000. Greater than equal to 5,000. Excellent. Greater than or equal to 5,000 and 10,000. Salary less than or equal to 10,000. We'll check that both conditions. So and why we require and, so we require this condition and this condition. Both condition we need to satisfy. So just execute it. 43 records. Okay. Hello. నువ్వు మీ క్లాస్లో ఉన్నా మళ్ళీ చేస్తారు. ఓకే. Okay. So clear, right? So this is how we can write multiple queries based on the requirement. So this both condition it is satisfied 43 records. See here, this query it's retrieve 43 records. First query also it retrieve 43 records. See here, 43 records. So this is the purpose of between operators. So we can talk about range operators. So range operators, I think, so we have two kinds of operators. If you give not equal to, so if you give not equal to, so between, not between, so not between. So if you give not between, so reverse. So see here, 24,000. So this is not between this range, 24,000 like that. So 48, even if you check here 5,000 less than value also it will display. Okay. So that is the purpose. So operators is completed for you guys, right? Okay. So any questions, range operator? Good to go, right? So I will move for another. So and also this document I will share you after this class. I think you are not added group. I added, sir. Added, right? So I already shared all the SQL documents. If anyone not received, and also please practice this one. So like we have also examples given here. So go through this document and try to practice everyone. So coming to the next one is list operator. So list operator generally, I want to give the list of the values. So let's say here in this case, so here, So list is a operator. So for that, in the list operator, there is a one in is a keyword. So we can use find out to give the list of values. So where what we can give is where we can give job IDs. So where job underscore ID in. So job ID in. So ADVP we can give this one, and also we can give this one. I want to give some kind of list of values. Okay. So here ADVP, sorry, all are given same values, stop it same values. IT program. So FI account. Okay, all right. So now it will set the condition like it will in operator, it will work as a OR condition. So AD underscore VP. So this value is at this, so it is written in. So IT underscore program. So return these are the matching. It will display this many records. FI underscore account. What are the records it is matching? It will display. And also we can write this is the same thing in another way. So by using OR condition. So job ID equal to this value or okay. Again you have to give job ID equal to single quote this value or equal to this way. We have to remove this one. So this one also how many records is written by using in operator. In operator is a part of list operator, right? So in is it written. So how many records as per that example 12 rows. Even this one also it will display 12 records only. See here the same employee IDs. Both are similar. But the thing is, you have to write. For example, here we have list of values as of now 3 it is passed. So let us assume we want to pass 100 values, right? So it is bit difficult to pass manually. Like every time we have job ID or job ID value, job ID some value. So it is difficult. Instead of that, we can provide all the values directly. So that is the purpose of list operator. So if you give not in, so now the reversal is not in. If he is not in, apart from this, it will give remaining job IDs. Okay. Next like operators, right? Yeah. So like operators. So as you know, see here. See the data for job ID column. Select distinct. Distinct, it will remove the duplicates. Job underscore ID column. Okay, job ID column. So I want to remove this way filter condition. I want to see the list of unique values from job code. This is the query. So I want to see the unique values from job code. So distinct is a it will remove the duplicate records. Next, what column we want to looking? I am looking for job ID column from which table? Employee info table. This is the query. So only here only written only job ID column. We did not mention other column. That's the reason it will display only unique values for job ID. Okay. So I want to start. So here my requirement is here I want to list out the employees whatever the job ID ends with clerk. So how many clerks are there here? PU underscore clerk, SH underscore clerk, ST underscore clerk. So just imagine as of now 19 rows are there. So 19 rows is there. So simply we can give directly this clerk. But what happened in case in future also they will add one some different kind of clerk, end with clerk. So in this case, so this does not work. So whenever directly if you have give job ID clerk, so whatever the three values which you pass here, so if in future the new one is added, so this query will fail. Instead of that, whatever so whatever in future some related any the word is related clerk, so it will automatically retrieve the values. So for that, so give what is the condition where job ID. So job ID where is a filter condition. Job ID is a column. I am looking for from the job ID column like is a keyword. It will search some kind of patterns. So what is the pattern here? I want to start with anything. So for anything, we can give as percentage. So end with clerk. End with clerk. So here, st underscore. Starting any value is fine. The percentage means one letter or second letter or third character or fourth character. Not like that. Any value is fine. But end with clerk. Okay. So it will display list of the employees. Let's see here. So instead of district, just give all the values, all the columns. So star means all the columns. See now, job ID, look at the job ID, P underscore clerk, ST underscore clerk, SH underscore clerk. So total employees is 300. So this is, so sir, there is a question. I want to starting with yes. So whatever the job code is there, I want to starting with yes. After that, anything is fine. So in this case, better go for examples based on the name. I want to starting with name is starting with N letter. So in this case, first name. So go to the first name. Starting should be N. So remaining anything is fine. So for that anything we have to give always percentage. So if you give, it will retrieve the where the first name is starting with N. So if you want, it will support two characters also. If you go for two characters, how many records it will be written out of four? If you give NA, three records. So Nina, so it will fail because starting with N satisfied. The second letter also it will check E is there. So this record excluded in the selection list. So NA non-C. So condition is satisfied. It will display. This one also display. This one also display. So it will, if you give, it will execute P records. Stay here out of 4. So that is the purpose of like operator. I don't want to starting with NA. So I want to print out all the remaining employees. So reverse. So see the remaining all. So it said negative operator like for negative operator. Clear? So that's all for like operator. So unknown values. So unknown values. So any null values are there. Let's go for, we want to find out that kind of tables. I want to a table, the table having some values, some null values. Order sales, order details. Okay, we'll go for this table. So let's start from, what is the database here? Adventure Park, right? So you can give Adventure Park data. Any column is null value. So if you see here, I want to print out now. This is a self order details table. sales order details table having some columns like sales order ID, detail ID, carrier tracking number, like and so on. So now, so my requirement is I want to print out where that carrier tracking number is null. So for that, we want to filter out those records. Okay. So now how to write that query. Where is a filter condition? You want to filter out those records. Where? What is the column name? Carrier. Sorry. Carrier tracking number. If you type a difficult, right click, copy with header. So then just here we'll copy those two values. So remove this one and copy this one. Control X and keep here. Okay. So carrier tracking number is null. Is null. So is null only will support in the where clause condition. So in a give is null condition, it will filter out what are the null values only it will filter out for the column of carrier tracking number. Let's see here. So all the records null value. If you give is not null, is not null. So it should be for carrier tracking number should be some value. We cannot showcase any null value here. Let's see check here now. Understood? You want to sometimes unfortunately they did not enter the data. We want to find out those records. We can use is null condition for that call. So is null or like logical operators or I already covered and also I covered. Okay. Not also I covered. So not in between. So that's all about operators. Any questions? So operators mainly you can filter out the data or you want to comparison like based on most of time we can use these all are filter conditions means where clause conditions. So guys, any questions from online? If no one questions, let's move to another topic, built-in functions. Okay, let's move to another topic called as built-in functions. So built-in functions is like SQL Server provides a lot of functions which can be used calculated fields as part of columns list in a select statement. Such functions are called as built-in functions. So when you want to calculate it as a column level, so we can use built-in functions. Okay. Generally, we have defined the categories into multiple functions. So aggregative functions, numeric functions, date and time functions, string functions. Okay. So aggregative functions. So what are the aggregate functions are like average, sum, min, max, count. Okay. These are the aggregate functions. So my requirement is first one is I want to print out how many rows are there. How many rows are there for this table? Okay, 60,900. So I want to write a query for that. I want to write a query for that. Count is a key. Count is aggregate operator. Count star. Count star means as total records, total rows. So now will return. So 6091. Sorry. Okay. For this one only, fine. That's fine. 60919. Same. So for that, we can use aggregate function. So aggregate function, what is the definition? So whenever you want to calculate is a new column, for that we can use aggregate functions. I'm going to remove this where class condition as well as. So just execute this one. Select. Okay. So I want to sum of unit price. I want to calculate line total already is there. Line total means total. So for example, the piece for this product, one piece, one product, 776. The product is the cost is 2024 rupees around. So how many orders for the one order? One into 2024. Line total it's defined. Let's see the same one. The product 777. 3 into this value. 3 into this value around 3 into 2 around 6000. Okay, this is the line total. But my requirement is I want to sum of unit prices. So I want to do sum or line total. So better this is the total price. So I want to do as a sum operator. So what is the total line total as of now? So by using this, we cannot able to. So manually, generally we want to do how to calculate manually process. They open the calculator and this value plus this value. Like how many rows are there? So 12131 rows is there. So very bit difficult. 1 lakh around more than 1,21,317 rows are there. So it is very bit difficult to do the sum. So what is the alternative option? So copy this data into Excel, we can sum it. Or else you can write a aggregate functions here. So sum is a aggregate function. So which column we are going to do for the sum? Line total. So line total. So as total sales. So if you want to give space, so a single quotes is required. I don't want to give any space within the string. So not required single quotes. So sum of. So this is the total sales. Understood? For the aggregate functions, we can use. So which product I want to give the product. The product ID. So product ID. So each product wise, I want to give the total sales. So as you know, so this I already told when the beginning of classes. So whenever you are using aggregate functions, this is sum is aggregate function. So product ID is a non-aggregate function. So whenever you use aggregate functions, we have to use group by class. So what is the group by class? Here we have to use so group by non-aggregative columns. What is the non-aggregative column here? What is that? Is line total or product ID? Product ID. Very good. So now let's execute here. It will give the product ID wise total sales. But now my requirement is I want to give product ID. I don't know which product. I want to now product name. Product name. So product name where we can find out product table. So let's see here. Product, product, product. product. So many filters are there. We can filter out product related tables. See production dot product. This is the table. So now select star from. So what is the database? Adventure one. We are in master database. That's the reason. Okay. If you don't want to master data this database name, then you have to choose the database name. So global, sorry, adventure one. Then it is not required. The database. Just execute. What are you looking? This is product name. What is the ID? Earlier, let's see. What is the ID? 925. What is 925? Where product ID equal to, let example, I'm doing some analysis on this. What is product ID? 925 is LL Mountain Spray. This is the product. So it is a bit difficult like each and every product. Instead of I want to product ID, there is a concept called as giants that will come next later, but I can showcase right now. So join is a keyword. So we want to join multiple tables. So for that we can. This is a very important for Power BI. So we want to do the multiple tables. So we have to use giants. So giants. What is the condition? First of all, we have identified what are the common key between these two tables. As you know, product ID is the common key between these two tables. Okay. So, and on condition, so we have to give name, right? Instead of product ID, we want to give name. So name. So sales order table. So I am giving the alias name as this is P. So whenever we have to use this column, so line total coming from S dot line total means that is coming from sales order details. So name is coming from P dot name. And also we have to give the same thing into group by condition. Product ID is removed. So on. So what is the condition we have to give that? S dot. What is the common condition? Product ID. S dot product ID equal to so P dot product ID. So now it will give product names. So this concept will come soon. So very soon, like maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So giants concept. So how many types of giants is there? So you want to connect multiple tables, we have to join. This is how we can join. Okay, where are you now? So now we are in here. So some average. So we want to give average. Generally, we know, right? Average means what is the minimum value? What is the min total sales? So if we give min each minimum value each product wise. So you can give minimum value. So this is the minimum total sales for this product. What is the max value for the product wise? Each product wise, what is the max sale? Okay, this is the max sale. Okay, you want to check it, simply you can check it whether it is showing correct or not. So first of all we want to give the product name so that we can get it product ID here. So what is the product ID? 879. Okay, 879. So now I don't want to this. Okay, product table, I don't want to join this product table. I'm removing this one. So giving star. Okay, so where product ID equal to 879. So what is the max value for that product? So here also we can give with this condition. You want to comment this one? Just execute. Let's see now. So what is the max value? It is showing all for 159. This for this product. That's why min or max value is same. In this. So we are looking 879 product and 879 product 159. It's showing min or max value because the all values are same for this. Everyone they are ordering one condition. So let's give another try. So different products are there. So give product ID or give the sales. Based on sales, we can easily understand. Order by 1, 2, 3. Order by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth column. Okay. I want to check that order by cost. So order by 707. So here this is the example perfect suit for us. Okay. Okay. All right. What is that? 707. So this product have different values. Line code. Okay. So if you check what is the max value for this one, set 421 is the max value. So order by, you can give us order by what is the column? Line total. In total, I want to give as a descending order. So descending order means high to low. High to low. Yeah. So just give it, you can verify it now. So here, check the values. So 421, the max value is 420. So similarly, minimum max, these are the aggregative functions. So how we can use it? This is the way we can utilize it. Minimum, max, count, sum, average. So that's all for aggregate functions. For aggregate functions, let's go for numeric functions. Oh my God, numeric functions, square. Okay. In this example, so most of time we cannot use numeric function. So select square root. Square root of 25. What is the square root of 25? Anyone? Square root of 25. 5 square. 5 is a square root. So 5. So similarly, we can use powers. So this is not required. So round function. So we'll go for round function for us. So generally we can use round functions in Power BI as well as select round off. So what is the value we are going to I'm giving so we'll give yeah. So we'll give line total. So here this is the query. So now I'm going to round it. So here how many rows are there? So generally we cannot give this value, right? So we want to convert this one into rupees to rupees and paisas. So what we can do is we can give around values. Make it round up to values. Okay. So 65 paise it will convert. Earlier This column it is there here. Check for round. So two columns. This is the earlier column. So it will convert it. So how it is converted? We have given value. After coming based on third value, it will decide it. What is the third value? 8. So 8 is, so if the second value is greater than, sorry, not second value, if the greater than third value is greater than 5, it will coming as plus 1. 89 plus 1. 89 plus 1. 90. So that's the reason we are showing it's 90. So if you check here, 645. So 4, 5. So even 5 are greater than 64 plus 1. So 2082. Let's go for this example. 84 is the value, third value. We are going to this value. This second value is depending on this value. Okay, third value, the second value. So we have given why second value, we are checking, we are given second value. So 84, this 84, so this 84, this value, second value is depending on this third value. So if it is greater than, greater than or equal to 5, then it will rounding into one number. So if it is less than or less than 5, so 4 is less than 5, 4 is less than 5. The condition is satisfied. No changes. It will print 298.84 rupees only. So let's check here this value. Okay. Sorry, this value we want to check. Yeah, this value. Can take example. So this value, we are going to rounding a value on second number. So it will check rounding a second value. It will check on third value. What is the value? If it is greater, this value is greater than 5 or not greater than 5. So it will add that value into 1. 89 plus 1 value. If the less than or equal to 5, no need to add any value. It will give same value. Let's check it is here. This is the condition. So here check it in row number 13. So second value based on rounding based on third value 4. So here less than 5. So there is no change here. If you check here 12 row, so greater than 5. So it will add 43 plus 1. So 42. Understood? Okay, now I will give one small example for that rounding. What is the value here? What is the rounding value for here? Round off 2. So what is the output become? Anyone? 73. Excellent. 267.73 double zeros. Yeah, perfect. Understood. Yeah, that's how we can define for rounding values. So this when we do some kind of any like sales, we are doing roundings, right? So when you do Amazon order, so this cost is 85 paisa. So they are doing some rounding value. If you go for any Swiggy order, sometimes so what we can do is they will do some rounding, either greater than 50 or less than 80. So that time they can use it. So date and time functions. So date and time functions. What is today? 6th of August, right? So I want to print the same one in SQL Server. So for that, today date is select get date. So get it. Get date is a keyword, so we can get it the current date and time. What is the time now with seconds also it will display for today. I want to print sometimes. I want to add 10 days for this date. I want to go back 10 days. So for that, there is a function called as date add function. So date add is a function we can add some days. You want to go forward. So interval. I want to add some days. I want to go back some 10 days. I want to add for today days to 10 days. So syntax is date add a function interval. Interval is here. You want to go for day or month or year. So then increment, how many days you want to add. Either this it will support plus or minus values. You want to go back minus 10 days, so give minus. You want to give plus 10 days, just give plus 10. And the expression means you want to give the date. So let's see that execute. Date add is a function, very important. So it will add 10 days. What is this today date? 6. If you add 6 plus 10, 16. Right? I want to go back 10 days. Minus 10 days. 27. So yeah, that's how date add function. So if you want to go back month, so go back for months. I want to go back 10 months or simply for month. Understand easily for three months. What is the current month? So August. To go back 3 months, May, right? May. See May 6th. So you have similarly you want to check year. So I want to go back for 10 years. So what is the year? 2024. If you go for 10 years back, it's 40. Okay. This is how the purpose of date add function. So it will go day, month, week, year, like that it will go. And also you can give static as well as. So get date, not only get date, you want to give the static date. So give 2024. So 05 28. So what is the output? It will come. It will check this date. We go for 10 days back, 2024, 05, 10. It will give the output. Sorry, years. So we are giving years, 20 years. Better you can give days, easily understand. Okay. So here, 5, 10. So it will also support get date anything. It will also static value or dynamic value. And also we can apply for the same thing in column level as we can pass the column level. How can we pass this column level? So for example, so any date field is there here. So modified date is there. So we can write here simply date add function. So comma modified date. Instead of directly we can pass it in the table level modified date. We do not mention as a column name as anything. We did not mention for that calculated column. It is if you do not mention any column value, no column name will be. So check it. So we are going to 10 days back. So what is the 10 days back? 10 days back 31, 10 days back 21. So we can use in any table level also this function. We can apply it. So there is, I have 2 dates. I want to calculate difference between 2 dates. I have start date and end date. So for that, there is called as one more function, date diff. Date diff is a function, it will differentiate between days. So date diff is a function, it will ask first interval. So you want to calculate the dates between. So take generally, what is your age? So what is your age for that? So it will give some birth date and to date. What is birth date? Let's see, any employees is there, birth date. Let us assume I will give sample birth date 2000. 2020, 2010, 01, 31st. So this is the starting date. What is the today date? So I'm pausing. What is the number of year? So I'm going to giving as a years. So here we can mention as y. So what is the number of age difference between here 14 years? So you want to calculate age based on the start date and date end date. So we can give 14. So this is how we can calculate for dative function. So dative function mainly it is used for to calculate between the days. The interval, if you want to you want to calculate, you have to provide the days. How many days means? So far, give days, it will give the days. 5301 days. If you want to calculate months, so you give 175 days. Sorry, 175 months. Yeah, days, years, like as you know earlier. So for that, we can use dative functions. Get a date part is there, date name. So date name. So interval, day of week, class timing is over. So I have okay. Select date, get date. What is today? Which day? So get the name is there, it will give the name of day. Simple. So similarly, we can date part. If we go for date part, we'll explain. I have completed my this class. I have another classes there. Yeah, that's all for today class. Anyone has questions? We'll continue for the built-in functions for tomorrow as well. So once tomorrow is completed, then we can start all the we can start joins concept. That is very important concept. Yeah. Thank you all.